Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 with the New Nations mod as the Mali Empire. In the last episode we were called into a war by our allies in Italy against Austria, and we were sending some troops up to help them out. But I think we do have a bit of a more important problem to deal with in that our economy is still in a bad way and we're actually at zero money right now. So I think we're going to have to take some steps to make sure that we fix this, because actually declaring bankruptcy would be extremely bad for us. So I think even though we're going to be fighting a bit, maybe we should reduce our land spending somewhat. I'll go down to 75% there. And let's go down on admin spending a bit more too. And also education. Get that down to 80. We're not spending anything on social spending because we haven't passed any of the necessary reforms to actually need money for that. We'll lower military spending a bit as well. And raise taxes on the middle classes. And even on the rich a bit, I think. Okay, we'll see if that gets us to stay in the positives while we are at war here. Let's also go up to speed 4 so things actually happen. And the crisis did not result in anything, that's fine. So I'm going to wait till we have a few more troops up in the area here before we actually get involved, probably. Although it actually seems that this army compares favorably enough to the number of Austrian troops that are around, so maybe we'll go over there and do something. Actually, no, there's a large Austrian army here, so maybe let's be more careful. On the other hand, that army appears to be leaving, and we could fight this small stack in Venice probably pretty easily. Okay, nationalist faction wants residency. So we'll go with that option. Okay, you just stay here. Don't reinforce this battle. Exotic fauna. New species of exotic fauna are being discovered in the colonies, and a suggestion has been proposed to establish a colonial museum of natural history. So we get extra research points modifier and prestige. Or we can have Pops in Ghana lose militancy. No, we'll do this. That seems good. Anger against the government. Mali Empire has its share of problems, and as the current election gets underway, there is a sense among many that the government is to blame. So we're going to get more consciousness and some various other effects involving militancy. Alright, we won that battle. That's fine. It seems actually that Italy has this well in hand. They have a huge stack here and are going to win this battle and are otherwise occupying Austria. So I think our help is actually not necessary in this war. But let's go ahead and maybe see if we can help out by reinforcing this battle, maybe. Let's see, the nationalist faction wants jingoism, so we'll go with the minimum amount of anti-military that we can go for. And our economy is still doing badly. I think I'll maybe try, sometimes if you stop subsidizing everything and then resubsidize it, it sort of helps recalculate things a bit. Surge of liberalism. And national debate on war policy, for which we want to choose jingoism. Okay, we'll see what happens here. Military access from Brazil. Okay, no problem. That's fine. Okay, all roads lead to Bamako. Routine maintenance of the road system in Sokoto threatens to spark conflict as road sign language has become an issue. While our local authorities feel that using our own language would be best, some voices have been raised saying that we might offend local sensibilities by not using the local language. Local tongue, excuse me. Using local place names will hinder the province from integrating economically with the rest of our country, while using our own language will doubtlessly upset the locals. Regardless of which, the locals will feel that all roads in Mali Empire lead to Bamako. So we can use Fulb, which means that non-accepted cultures gain consciousness and militancy, or we can have lower or geo output and consciousness increasing. I think a little consciousness and militancy won't hurt anybody. Okay, we want moralism, so as little pluralism as possible. So we are still losing money. And we can build dye factories now. Alright, I think what we're actually going to have to do is just stop participating in this war so that we can stop paying our soldiers, unfortunately. So that being the case, I'll get my ships back up to ferry my troops back home. Moralism is what we want here. Let's see if we can retreat from this battle. Kind of leaving Italy in the lurch there, but they have plenty of troops. I think they should be fine. Access from the Ottomans, sure. And I'll go ahead and stop funding my troops right now. We'll go down to all the way to 20%. Okay then. Jingoism. And we can actually pass a reform here. Already have some minimum wage reforms. What do people actually want? Yeah, minimum wage seems to be a popular cause, so we'll go with that. And we want interventionism here. Brick Street Gentlemen's Club. A gentlemen's club has opened in one of our provinces dedicated to furthering the interests of its members, charitable causes, and the nation in general. The gentlemen's club is set to become a pillar of local society for years to come. So aristocrats can gain consciousness, as can capitalists and lose militancy, or they can lose consciousness and gain militancy. I mean, this doesn't really matter that much because they're such a small percentage of our population. Okay, so obviously our economy is looking a lot better now, which is good. And we are still subsidizing our factories, so we're not going to have a bunch of them shutting down and hurting our military score, or industrial score rather. We should be able to pay back some loans as well. Pay back about 6k in loans for the moment. Alright, extra factory throughput and mining and farming output. Electric furnace won't actually help us that much because we don't have very much coal and iron. I think we have a couple of steel factories, but that's about it. Factory input efficiency is still good. In fact, this one has 3 input efficiency inventions associated with it, so I think that would be a better choice, actually. Alright, let's see if we can open our closed factories at this point without it totally killing us. Diplomatic mission under siege. So, Shona, we can have our influence changed by -200, gain add to sphere on them. or we can lose prestige and influence with them. Well, we can definitely go to war with them. That's probably fine. It might give us a little prestige as well. Sure, we'll gain the Atmosphere CB on them. In fact, we are automatically at war with them. Okay, we'll give them residency. Okay, we should be actually totally fine to fight them, even if we can't spend too much on our military. We'll just send our ships all the way around here. Sorry guys, you thought you were going home, but you're not. Okay, extra mining efficiency. So we should increase our spending somewhat. It would be nice if we could increase it only on the army we're going to actually use and leave the rest of them unfunded. But we can't do that, unfortunately, so we'll have to live with it. We'll just go for protectionism there. National debate on unemployment. So we can have some people become more communist, more fascist, more socialist, or 2% more communist and fascist. I think we'll go for fascism. And liberals are in charge again. I think we're going to exercise our royal privilege and appoint somebody else. I think we'll stick with the nationalist faction. And just make a complete mockery of the whole concept of democracy. Military access from France, I guess I'll accept. Reactionaries declare victory. Okay. Okay, Ottomans have been pieced out by Italy for Great War capitulation. Presumably out of the Fifth Great War. Let's see how this is going. Spain has fulfilled their acquire Congo war goal. On the other side, we have humiliate Italy added by the United States, okay, and we have cut Italy down to size and force Italy to dismantle their empire. So the US really has it in for Italy in that war, apparently. I guess we'll finish this occupation before we go and fight their tiny army. Should be able to fight their ships. Or do they not get kicked out of port? No, they do. Okay. That way we can land our ships and stop them suffering any attrition there. Actually go here first. And what kind of war score do we need here? Looks like about 50%. Or exactly 50%. Okay, extra factory throughput. Okay, and Italy and Austria's war is over. Dismantled constructions in Tyrol, so Italy did not lose any land. France accepted the offer of peace from somebody. White peace. Fine. Not sure which war that was. Somebody got called into this war apparently and brought a bunch of allies with them. Not sure who. Oh, and fascists have enforced their demands in Spain. Interesting. Spain is also having a bad time. It's kind of unfortunate that we don't really have the infamy to justify a good war goal against them, since it's probably a good time to attack them. Also have rebels in Liberia, which they are taking care of quite handily themselves. You are willing to peace out, so that's fine. Get back in my sphere. Alliance offer from Dahomey. I accept. Military access. Sure, why not? I can't add you onto my boats because they're leaving port. That's fine. You can go on the long way. Sokoto has gone bankrupt. Okay. And Italy has pieced out Sokoto with Great War reparations. We will take an alliance with Liberia. I suppose we could go to war with Sokoto. They're in Germany's sphere, so potentially Germany could protect them, but Germany is, I believe, involved in this war. There's too many flags here. Let's find out this way. They're actually not at war. Could have sworn they were involved in this one, but that's apparently not the case. Might be a little dangerous for us to go and attack Sokoto then. It's probably a better idea not to do it, since we wouldn't gain much out of it anyway. Niger has been pieced out. Morocco wants access. Sure, Morocco, you can have access. We can lower our spending a bit again. We still have bankrupt factories. Oh, it's because the Liberals are in power again. I have allowed a bunch of factories to get closed. Okay, let's open them all. Subsidize them all. That is pretty unfortunate. Let's see how our economy looks now. I think we'll go for Bank Inspection Board. And we can do something with the Ottomans, who I actually forgot we were still influencing because we had a truce with them for a while. We'll increase our opinion up to cordial. They are currently in France's sphere and the UK is friendly with them. First tractor in Timbuktu. Okay, let's repay some more of our loans. And we can give the Netherlands access. Oh, and we can create a state in Togo, which is nice. We weren't even encouraging bureaucrats there, so that's good. I guess we can probably stop encouraging clerks in these areas. Still encouraging bureaucrats in Ghana, and we're up to 0.45% there. Okay. We have 0 in Mali and Chad. And Yoruba states we weren't even trying because it has such a high population. It would be our highest population state if we could integrate it as a state. I think we'll stop encouraging clerks here and instead encourage bureaucrats in Chad. Okay, we've been discredited in the Ottomans, that's fine. We'll still keep trying. But we are out of time for this episode, so let's leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.